Hey, what's going on, Veg Family? I'm so glad you are back joining us this week. Now, I know right now you're like, what is this? Am I at the end of the video? No, actually, we're not.
I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
I actually asked Shelly for special permission so I could do this video this week. But, you know, right away, before we do anything, I want you to look down here.
What?
No, not at my sink. I want you to look under the video box. And there's a box and it says subscribe. And if it says subscribe, then you haven't subscribed and you need to click that button, please.
Do it.
But oh wait, then you need to click that notification bell because every time one of these awesome videos come out, I know you want to see them.
Do it.
And I want you to see them too. So today, it's a very special video. We got Thanksgiving coming up and everybody knows, if you do, well you do now, it's one of my favorite holidays. Mostly because of food. And I told Shelly, I said, this has got to be the one we do. So today, we actually going to make my world famous, and by world I mean my house, lemon pepper green bean casserole. And you're going to love it.
Right here, right now.
On Vegetari-Yum. Okay, so this is a super wonderful and super easy recipe. I know you don't see the whiteboard with all the list of ingredients because we don't need it, because this is what you need. You need 2 cans of green beans. You need 1 can of prima mushroom soup. You need 1 bag of French fried onions, and the secret ingredient is you need a bottle of lemon pepper. And I'm just so excited. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing we need to do is prepare our beans. And I know people are like, what do you mean prepare beans? So this is what we want to do. We want to drain them, but we want to get all the water out of here. But we don't want to do this thing where when it starts getting to the part where you're like, not yet. When it gets to the part where it's like drip, 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 stop. Stop right then. And I know people go, oh, there's still water in there. Yeah, there's a reason, and I'll show you in a minute. Another thing I want to tell you that's very, very important is the type of green beans. Now, a lot of people, they use French style green beans. And if you look in recipes, a lot of recipes call for the French style green beans, the really flat green beans. And a lot of people are saying, what, Eric, you don't use French style green beans? The old Eric did, but the new Eric has got a much better idea. And this is what I use now. Regular cut green beans.
But why?
And the reason is for the texture. When a lot of people that don't like green bean casserole and you ask them why, it's usually because they say, well, it just tastes squishy. I just don't like the texture. So a long time ago, I switched out and went to cut green beans.
It's treason, then.
Funny story, the very first Thanksgiving I had with Shelly and her family, I told them I was going to make green bean casserole. And they said, oh, okay. I think they were just trying to save my feelings. But came to be that they didn't like green bean casserole. And I said,
You underestimate my power. Don't try it.
And they loved it. And this is a big change. Going from French style to cut really changes a lot. So what we want to do, cut it in a little bit. Let's see this. My wonderful Shelly's doing the camera work today. And we're going to go ahead and pour both of our cans in there. And as you saw before, there's a little bit of water in there. And I know people are saying, well, what is the deal with that? Well, the deal with that is the second issue people have with green bean casserole is that it's very runny. So you get squishy and get runny and people don't like it. So a long time ago, I decided that I was going to prepare the soup. A lot of recipes basically say, make the soup, and then they just pour it over the green beans, and then they bake it. We're not doing that. We ain't got time for all that. We're making something much, much better here. So, as you'll see here, I have my green beans. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small layer of lemon pepper, which is the star of our recipe. Now, this is very important, and I want y'all to hear this very, very carefully. When you get lemon pepper, you have to have it with a good amount of lemon taste. I know that sounds redundant, but you'll be surprised of the people that will, this doesn't taste lemony enough, doesn't taste lemony enough. And the whole time, what is lemon pepper? It's lemon and pepper. So the whole time they are dousing and just covering it with pepper to try to get their lemon thing up. And by the time you taste it, you're like, all this is pepper. So we want to make sure that we have a good lemon taste here. Now this is Clover Valley, and to be honest, I think it just comes from like a Dollar General or something like that. But it has a great, great lemon taste, and I love it. So that's what we use. So what we want to do is just kind of do a light coating. And I say light, and I'm going to shake, 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 shake. But you got to think of all these. We want to try to coat it. What we don't want to do is you pour it on there, you get the texture, but then the beans don't have any flavor because they don't have anything on them. And I know some people say, well, the soup is there, and that's true, but we want to make sure the beans themselves get a little bit of flavor. So we'll get that. We'll just kind of scoop them around. And you have to play with this recipe because I remember one Thanksgiving that Shelly remembers it, where I put entirely too much lemon pepper in the casserole. You remember that, babe?
Oh yeah.
And it was not a victory that year. And they were very kind about it, but when I tasted it, I could tell. So now we need to prepare our soup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this green bean can of soup, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this in here. Because I don't have enough room to really mix this in the actual soup can. But if I put it in here, it will be plenty of room. Now, when you get your cream of mushroom soup, make sure you like it. Make sure it has a good flavor. We got a fit and healthy version here because, you know, we promote healthy eating on Vegetari-Yum. But make no doubt about it when I tell you that the soup that you use is going to be the key. Because when someone eats your green bean casserole, they're going to taste the green beans, of course, but the soup is where that flavor comes from. And if you don't have that flavor the right way, then you're going to be in like a heap of trouble. So we'll just go and get as much of this out as we can. Yeehaw. And put it in here. Now we want to go in, that's good mushroom soup. Then we want to go ahead and do the same thing with our soup. This is the thing about the almost there protocol. We want to put a little bit of lemon pepper in there. And then we want to stir it really, really good. And then we want to taste it. We want to taste it with a different spoon because we don't want to cause bacteria, spread bacteria. And just dip a little bit in there and taste it. Can't even taste it. So we need to put some more in. And the key basically is to when you get to the point where you go, all right, I'm almost there. I just need to do one more thing. Stop.
Hammer time.
Don't do the one more thing because the one more thing is already in here. Trust me when I say that is not a game you want to play with too much lemon. So, when you get there, get that out, and then we go ahead and we spoon that into our beautiful, beautiful green beans that have already, hopefully, caught some of that green pepper.
What?
Lemon pepper, not green pepper. Okay, sorry. Too many peppers in this house. So we get that all in there. This is when we run into the next thing that is different. Now, a lot of places will say, hey, get your stuff in there, combine everything, except for the French fried onions. But no, sir.
Nope. No.
We do the French fried onions. They are part of the mixture. They are a key part of this mixture. So we get a good amount in. There, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. And then we start mixing her all up. When this cooks up, it's just going to cook the onions a little bit, but it's just going to bring out that flavor that is so, so good. So that is where we are right now. Now, of course, lemon pepper has salt in it usually, so if you're a saltaholic and you've got to put some salt in it, you can. But as a person that loves salt, I'm going to tell you straight up, you don't need it. Now that we have our mix really good, now we go ahead and put it in our main dish. And for those of you that are saying, well, why didn't you just do that to begin with? Like my wife. be honest, I found it is hard to do the mixing and everything in this. It goes over the side, starts hitting the counter, wives start yelling. It's not a pretty picture. So I just do it here. I have no problem. I will wash an extra dish if it helps my vision come true. Okay, then we know what's going on here. We'll just spread this out nice and even. And then here is the third thing that is different from most. Because a regular green bean casserole, you will cook it. You'll cook it for 25-30 minutes. Then they say, then go ahead and put the French fried onions on, and then you cook it for 5 more minutes. But no.
Nope. Mm-mm.
We put the French fried onions on right now. And they will be nice. They won't be burnt, but they'll be nice and crispy and delicious. So, same. See? Please make sure when you get French fried onions, you get enough, because they go really quickly. As you see, this whole jar is pretty much gone. Oh, that. Okay, well that was great. Okay, so then we'll just go ahead and make these out here. Coat them nice. Oh man, I can't wait for this. This is going to be so delicious. And then we just finish it up with another light shake of the lemon pepper. You just kind of go like this. This. Alright, and that is that. So now what we are going to do is we are actually, even though they say don't cover it, some people say cover it, some people say don't cover it, we're actually going to cover it with foil. And we're going to head and cook it for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to uncover it and then cook it the rest of the way, which would include the extra 5 minutes that they always talk about for the end. And then when that's done, it's going to be delicious. So we are going to cook it for 20 minutes on
350.
I'm told 350. So we are going to do that. And in 20 minutes, we'll see you for the look-see and the finish up. Okay, so we went ahead and we cooked it for 20 minutes. We took the foil off, we cooked it for 10. And I just want you to look at this. It looks beautiful. And as you can see, the French fried onions are nice. They're not burnt. They look crisp. And it's just going to be beautiful. And now we're going to really get into the best part, which is the tasting. Alright, so here we are. I've got a wonderful thing. Of course, if you look over here, we've already shown you the beautiful whole deal. But this is what it looks like, as you see. You know, people worry to say, oh, don't the French fried onions burn up? No, they don't burn up. Look at that. Look, they're good. You see the coating? Oh, man, this is... I'll tell you what, it's hard to not get excited. I kind of feel like the guy that laughs at his own jokes, which, coincidentally, I'm that guy. Oh, this is so good. The lemon pepper adds such a zing to this that it's remarkable. The cut green beans, because you're not biting into a bunch of squishy, is wonderful. The fact that we had the French fried onions on top and they were able to crisp a little bit. I tell you, this is not the French style green bean casserole. I'm gonna tell you what, this is real, and it is delicious.
You'll see.
And I urge you this Thanksgiving, just give this a shot, and I guarantee that you'll get some good reviews. That'll do it from everybody here at Vegetari-Yum. Special thanks to Shelly for working the camera today. You did great, babe.
Thanks.
She's just so excited. Anyway, we will see you next time. And if we don't see you before then, have a happy Thanksgiving. And from all of us here, I'm Eric.
I'm Shelly.
And we will see you later.
Bye.